Black women getting flued out to Dubai.
This is a problem globally.
Men promising them a better life, a job, money, stability.
It's my sister.
But what they really got was something unimaginable.
This one client, he books on girls.
Many of them tricked into illegal prostitution, some men allegedly paying to defecate on them.
That has been happening for years.
This ain't something a normal human being, rather a whole nation craves on.
Social media calling it Dubai portapotty.
This, by far, has been the most difficult investigation of my career.
A secret industry this BBC journalist had no idea was happening until she threw on a wig, and she and her team, they went undercover to find the man reportedly behind it.
I really enjoy how this one.
What types of women were they looking for?
Young women.
Two of the alleged victims now at the center of an international investigation. Both of them, they died mysteriously after falling from high-rise buildings in Dubai.
There's a feeling that these cases are not being investigated properly because they're young, Black, African women.
I'm Justin Carter and this is TSR Investigates. But before we get into it, roommates, for more TSR Investigates, make sure you go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the Shade Room's YouTube channel for new weekly episodes of this show and more.
Dubai portapotty is the idea that influencers are being flown to Dubai to satisfy a particular fetish of men over there, wealthy men in particular. And that's the fetish of being defecated on, or the reverse.
What you're about to hear and see, it's despicable and it's graphic, but BBC investigative journalist and producer Runako Celina knew she had to do something about it. She says about 3 years ago, she noticed the hashtag Dubai portapotty. It was floating around on TikTok with about 450 million views attached to it. It was gaining so much traction, partly because of a video that surfaced of somebody participating in lewd acts with men in Dubai, many identifying the woman in the video as 23-year-old influencer and model Monica Karungi. But it turned out it wasn't Monica in that video. All of this, though, reportedly led to Monica falling from a high-rise building in Dubai not long after. And the gag is the same exact thing happened to another woman 1 year earlier.
The whole process was incredibly nerve-wracking.
It was a 2.5-year-long investigation. Runako Celina shocked that so many content creators were speaking on Monica Karungi's death.
Became enthralled with the glitz and glamour of becoming an influencer.
Is this what it's come down to for a Birkin bag?
But didn't have the full story.
The narrative goes that Monica was one of these women who were willingly engaging in this, and she was doing all this stuff. Why would people feel so comfortable saying this about a young Black woman on social media without any evidence? That was the kind of intro to this investigation.
So Celina, she took a trip to Uganda where Monica Karungi grew up on her family's farm. Her family saying that she loved to dance, was the life of the party, and decided to move to Dubai in 2021. She told her sister a man was helping her get there to help her work in a supermarket. Celina says that she and her team, they did manage to get a phone number, but to protect themselves, they made up a fake name and posed as a Ugandan woman looking to move to Dubai, similar to Monica.
I need a job abroad.
Oh, who gave you my number?
Someone shared your number with me. I don't remember her so well.
Have you traveled before?
No, I've never traveled out of Uganda.
The man on the other end, his name was Umar Bashir. They discovered his identity through social media and phone record analysis.
If I send you a picture like 7 and then you're undercover.
He asks for 7 photos of a young woman, and we heard allegations that this is because they want to vet what women look like in order to go to Dubai and to do this type of work.
They also noticed in social posts that Umar had access to stacks of passport books and national IDs. In one post, he wrote, quote, "Hit me up if need of passports, national IDs, birth certificates, driving permits, COVID certificates."
There was probably a number of men who were scouting out women. What types of women were they looking for?
Well, we saw a pattern develop in the types of women who were being taken to Dubai. And these tend to be young women who had rarely left their home countries.
Do you feel like in your in your investigation that they knew what they were signing up for?
Well, the woman that I spoke to said to me that they had no idea that this would be the ultimate outcome. They would be taken to Dubai to work for a man called Abby and then essentially indebted to him.
One of those women with direct knowledge spoke to the BBC firsthand. They used AI to hide her identity.
They transport girls from Uganda, promising them the world. They end up in Dubai doing prostitution. It's a lot. Then the ones who took Mona to Dubai.
And when they allegedly recruited the girls from Uganda to Dubai, the men would then give them money for clothes, but send them in apartments like this to live in.
Houses, like, you know, everything was so shocking. A best place was like a market. There were like 50 girls.
50 girls living there.
Kayla Birungi, she was one of them, wrapped up in this lifestyle. Back in 2021, her brother says that he was told that she fell off of a balcony, and police told him back then that she was on drugs at the time. But he says toxicology reports that came later said otherwise.
Justice, we need justice for our sister.
It's my sister.
He gave Celina a phone number to Kayla's landlord, which cracked this whole thing open.
Charles Mwesigwa, also known as Abby, the man Kayla's family were told was her landlord. And Abby, the man Monica's family were told was her boss in Dubai. It's the same man. What's interesting is that on these accounts, he's gone out of his way not to show his face. I've found his WhatsApp account as well. And I'm staring at a picture of 5 people. And in the middle, there's a man that presumably is Charles Mwesigwa, Abby, but he's turned backwards. He doesn't want anyone to see him. It just makes me wonder why.
This man, Troy, who says that he worked as a driver for Charles Mwesigwa, says that the night Monica died, Mwesigwa called him.
Please, can you go and see how you can handle this with the police? So I called the police. They found me on the scene. But the police has never called me to give a report about that. The only thing that could stop Abby, it could be prison.
This woman, whose identity is also being protected through AI, says that she was close with Monica and knew that she was being forced to do things that she did not want to do, like have sex with men in Dubai.
Abby has so many clients. They do weird stuff, but there's this one client. He books on girls. He books and he tells them to eat the shit. Forcing someone to do that kind of it for, he doesn't care here. But Monic had class. She would refuse.
When you say significant amounts of money, what are we talking about?
One woman told me that she was offered £15,000. So I think that'd be a little bit more than $15,000 in dollars.
Were these men only asking Black women to do this?
We can't say that this isn't happening and involving other women from other backgrounds. These are the ones who we investigated and that we spoke to and who were brave enough to speak to us. However, it's likely that this is happening far beyond just African communities and African Ugandan women in Dubai.
It was too risky for Celina to confront Mwesigwa herself, but she did begin to look for him in different ways.
I see videos on the accounts on social media of men who seem to work for Mr. Mwesigwa. They pose from the same locations time and time again. And so I'm looking for clues in these videos to identify where they may have been taken. And I'm cross-referencing with Google Maps and with property websites in Dubai to try and identify the exact locations.
It led her to this property where she then had an undercover team member pose as someone looking to hire girls for a party that he was throwing.
Whoa! Man, I've heard so much about you, man. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah,
tell me, what's up? What's going on?
So I've got a series of parties coming up, like once a week, 10 people. I need some entertainment.
So you have to tell me which guys you want. We've got like 25 girls.
They'll do whatever, like
Many are open-minded. Many can do pretty much everything.
What's the normal price?
Starts from at least 1K. The girls will be happy like to take 1,000. Now, it starts from. So the more crazy stuff they do, because they don't tell you, if you want guy, if you want a foursome, if you want, I don't know, they can ask for more money. Yeah.
Do they do Dubai porta-potty as well?
Sorry?
Do they do Dubai porta-potty stuff as well, or no?
I've told you, they are open-minded. When I say open-minded, and I will send you the craziest I have.
They agreed to meet in London while Masigwa was on a business trip there, but he kept changing his location, eventually leading them to the airport last minute where he said he was flying out.
He led you on a wild goose chase trying to find him in London.
This is one of the most frustrating elements of what we do. Naturally, you hear so much about someone, you want to see them face to face, you want to be able to look them in their eyes and ask questions of them. So that was perhaps one of the biggest disappointments, not being able to kind of see him in person.
She says she had to get him on the phone at least.
Mr. Masigwa?
Hello?
Hi, Mr. Masigwa, Runako Celina for the BBC. We have evidence that you're operating a prostitution ring in Dubai. What do you have to say to this? Is it 25 young women that you have working? He's hung up already.
He's gone.
He's gone. Oh, he's gone.
He admits to knowing them, right?
Yeah, I mean, his main narrative, or at least as we show it in the documentary, is that he knew them. However, he denies being a landlord. He denies hosting them or them working for him. And he denies all our key allegations. Those included women who alleged violence. Those include women who alleged that he deceived them to come to Dubai, and ultimately they ended up indebted to him.
In a statement, Masigwa later wrote, quote, "These are all false allegations. Monica died with her passport, meaning no one was demanding her money for taking her. Prior to her death, I hadn't seen her for over 4 to 5 weeks. I knew both girls, and they were renting with different landlords. If no one in both flats was arrested or any of the landlords, then there was no reason. Both incidents were investigated by the Dubai police, and maybe they can help you."
We did approach the authorities in the UAE for statement about the allegations that these cases are not being looked into accurately and thoroughly, and they didn't respond to any of our allegations.
That was until the documentary aired in September.
We were told that Mr. Masigwa was detained by authorities in the UAE. Since then, however, we've heard that he has been released. We do not know at this time where he currently is.
What was the biggest takeaway that you think you want viewers to take home?
I would really like to stress that this is a problem globally. I mean, I've had so many messages from people from Eastern Europe to the US, to the whole world, essentially saying, this is a problem in my country, in my community. This happened to me. This is a conversation starter. And it's a hope that this starts us to think about the way that women are being treated and often exploited.
A missing piece to all of this, too, is Monica's family. They just wanted to know where she was buried so that they could bring her home. Celina showed in the documentary that she tried getting those answers, attempting to locate Monica's gravestone in a cemetery called The Unknown. She wasn't successful, though. It's still unclear where Monica was buried in Dubai. All of this featured in the Death in Dubai documentary. It's available right now on BBC. And we do want to thank the BBC for giving the Shade Room access to the footage provided in this report. We'll have a link to the full episode on our website, theshaderoom.com. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter. Hello, roommates, and thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Do you want more TSR Investigates? Be sure to subscribe and check us out at theshaderoom.com.